Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today is our Wednesday box opening.
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry, we're off our game a little bit because we're back here.
We're in a weird spot.
I know, we've been traveling. So this morning, Fabric Chat was in a different room, box opening in a different room. It's just nothing but madness all the time. And if you're new here, we are a mother-daughter duo. We have a quilt shop in Central Washington State. We've been here for 25 years. We're open Wednesday through Saturday to the public, or you can find everything online at fabricpatch.net 24 hours a day. We have a shipping guru who gets things out pretty much same day. Yeah. The only time that is not true is on weekends, the rest of the time. And holidays, yeah. Otherwise, we are super fast. We do just have a flat fee for shipping. If it's a bigger box and it goes over that, we make up the difference and it's no big deal. If you are international, what happens is she weighs everything, sends you an invoice and says, this is how much it's going to cost to get to you. Some people are perfectly okay with that. Some people are not. We understand either way.
Yes.
And also what we do is, of course, we have this YouTube channel where we do a bunch of different things. We have a lot of classes and tutorials and fun things that we do. And then Wednesday mornings, we have a little Fabric Chat, which is just coffee with friends.
Hanging out,
talking about nothing, just having coffee. And then Wednesday nights and Sunday afternoons, we do box opening. So that is when we show you brand new things that have just come into the store. Okay. Oftentimes, it's almost always lots and lots of fabric, but sometimes it's fun. There's some extra, there's notions and patterns and books or other things. And coming up pretty soon, let's see, what is today? November 13th. So coming up here in a couple of weeks, we're going to start our 12 Days of Christmas. We've been super planning that, so we'll have some fun things for that. So make sure that are you yawning?
I've been at work all day long. I'm still here.
And you don't drink coffee.
No.
You don't have that chemical boost.
I don't.
I do. No. And yet my guess is I am exhausted before you.
It's possible. It's possible.
All I have to do is sit down.
Oh, yeah, me too. As soon as I get home, if I sit down, it is over.
It's done. If you sit down, there's an off switch. We've talked about that before. That off switch that is in your tush. That now
the kids have such a hard time because after dinner, and they get ready for bed and all of that, and we sit and we watch an episode on Netflix, whatever they choose. You know, we do an episode, but it's so hard to sit through that 14 minutes. It's like, oh, I gotta get back up. I still have laundry, or I need to change dishes, or.
Oh, I know, it's so the kiss of death to sit down. And I also find that not all chairs are created equal.
That's true.
If you sit on the couch or in the big fluffy chair, that's it. But if you're sitting over in like your work chair, or if I'm in my office, I don't have
different.
The same.
Yeah,
I don't know why that is.
Probably comfort. I don't know.
Psychological.
Yeah, it probably is.
The other thing I find is the weather. When I'm cold, I just want to go to bed. Yeah. And Dad and I sometimes it's like, it's only 6:30. We're not going to bed.
But it's so cold.
It's so cold.
Oh my gosh, speaking of being so cold, so we were going to put our heating blanket on our bed.
Yeah.
So I couldn't find ours. So maybe it died last year and we had thrown it out. I just forget that part. I went to Walmart this morning to get cupcakes for Harper's birthday and everything. And Walmart doesn't have sleeping blankets out. Or they're in a very...
They're sold out.
Sold out? Because they're not in bedding anymore.
How do they not have them?
And there were even people in bedding restocking. I said, electric blankets? And I said, I want bedside. I don't want like a throw. I have one of those. But
bedside dual control.
Yes. I need the whole shebang. I mean, it can only be one, too, and then Robert can sleep on the floor. I mean, it's fine. As long as I get good sleep, it's fine. And yeah, I couldn't find it all, so I have to order it online. I was like super bummed. It's like, I wish I would have thought to look before now that I needed one, because now I'm cold and we're impatient.
Yeah, we're digging ours out too.
Yeah.
And I think what the problem is that for me is that it seems like they're not washable.
I can't figure out how to wash them well enough.
Because I washed one a couple of years ago and it was like those little filament things like broke or something. And then it didn't work. And I thought, well, what? Are we going to like get electrocuted? So it doesn't say that it's not washable, but I don't really think that it is. So then, so then I didn't wash the new one, which the new one now is like 2 years old. And I thought, well, and now we do use a top sheet.
See, I don't put the electric blanket on me because I'm the same way. Is I feel like it needs to be washed because heaven forbid you sweat on it and ew. So, no. So I don't use my top sheet, but there's a quilt. And then I put the heating blanket and then there's usually another quilt.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you even feel it?
You can still feel, well, I turn mine on way before I go to bed.
See, we do too. We turn it as soon as we get home.
And then sometimes I'll coax the dog to lay on my side of the bed to really we
turn it on. And then usually Pa always will turn his off when he gets, I wait. Yeah. But getting into a hot bed.
There's just nothing better.
Dang.
I was also thinking I could try flipping it to see if my dual control cord is big enough and put it under my fitted sheet.
They have a mattress pad one.
Okay, but how do you wash that?
I don't think you do.
See, I mean, that's my problem. I mean, I guess I could do 2 fitted sheets because that's my problem. If I can't wash it, I don't want to sweat on it.
No.
So that's my problem. If you guys know the trick, how to, because I feel like it's weird.
For me, remember, we have sweaty men. We have, if it were just me, Pa always takes a shower before bed all the time. But it doesn't mean that he doesn't sweat at night.
Right. So
I don't. I rarely secrete bodily fluids.
So I don't know. For me, I feel like it's the electrical part where you plug in your controllers. Like that shouldn't get wet.
So you unplug it, and then I don't know. I have
no idea how to clean them. So no,
it.
I don't do. I do layer it and heat it in. So I have to go do some online shopping for my next heating blanket. Robert's thinking I can find a queen bed blankets. Like, that's not how you make those. That's not how it works. It's not like my half the bed can go up and yours can stay flat. It's not. No, you're just going to have to keep your side off and hope for the best. Stay on your side.
And again, we are in the Pacific Northwest, and so it is cold here. At night, it's 30 at night. It's cold. And during the day, I think we've been up to like mid-40s lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's cold. And it won't warm up now until April. Yeah. We're pretty much stuck.
We're ready
with this weather.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the snow.
And then it'll get a little warmer.
Yeah. Which when it gets frigid, because it gets really cold into negatives, then you just pray for snow.
So you can stay home. It's that whole idea of getting out and wandering out to the car.
No.
I know.
Well, we feel like that. We do that also in the heat of summer.
That's true.
Your car is so hot. Is it really worth it? Do you need milk that bad? Yeah. Can you just get through one more day?
My auto start.
Yeah.
Is anyway. All right. Okay. So anyway, after all of that, welcome.
We're in the Batik room.
Yeah, we're in the Batik room, and so we'll do a little pan around here in a few minutes. But we happen to believe that the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes behind us are all from Hoffman. We believe that it is Batik. We also do not believe that it is our
sagebrush Batik.
No. So I think but that should be here kind of like any minute-ish.
Yeah.
But we don't think it's that. In fact, was it Monday that Aaron was here? It had just arrived on the dock that day. Oh. So it really should be here.
It's just a little quarantine service and then
it has to get rolled, and then it'll be here. So probably, we're looking probably at next week. Probably. Cool. So that's really good. So we're going to open all of those. We're going to show you some other things. We have some patterns to show you, a bunch of other stuff. But I had mentioned this morning in Fabrichat that we do have some more soap. So on Sunday, we talked about Bridget's soap, and we promptly sold out of it. Mm-hmm. Sold out with notes from people saying, oh, when you get more of this, and what about this? And so I went down to her store, loaded up 2 tubs full of stuff, brought stuff back. And we had mentioned this morning that she has one more, I think there was maybe 8 new scents. I'm not sure, 8 new bars. Some of them are repeat bars. Perfect Man is one of them, that are going to be wrapped on October 24th. And that will be the last batch of soap that we'll see before. She's not going to make any more until February, which means we won't see it until like April. Because it has to cure for 60 days.
Yeah, so, it's too cold in December and January. I could see where that probably messes up with the drying.
I would think so. I mean, I think that there's, It's like making
I bet there's
bread.
a science to it.
I'm sure there is. She's really good at it. So, we have another batch, and then there will be one more. And the reason that we mention this is that if you're thinking of adding it to your Christmas packages or for gifts or whatever, now is the time while there's a little bit to choose from. And even at that, we sell out of the best scents pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Even though I would say they're
all good.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It absolutely doesn't matter. Just randomly pick. So if there's something that you had in your mind you were going to pick and we're out of it, get something else. There is no bad ones.
I agree.
So I have some of the new ones. You want to grab those other ones? These are some of the new ones. So Cabernet and Roses, we have 20 each of these. So not a ton. Yeah. But Cabernet and Roses.
Have we had?
Yes, Cabernet and Roses was a Mother's Day bar last year, maybe. It is so nice.
Yeah,
it's feminine. It's
a
roses.
Very floral.
Yeah, very floral. But not. We've mentioned this before. None of them are overpowering. It's all really, really nice. Oh, this is a new one. This one is sandalwood and corn silk. So,
ooh. That's a good smelling man,
I feel like all of them are my favorite. I love that one.
This battles Perfect Man. So if you cannot get Perfect Man, go for sandalwood.
Yeah, because it just smells clean.
Because it smells like a book boyfriend right here.
I know. That's what Ben said. What does a perfect man smell like?
Sandalwood or perfection, Yes. Pick one.
Would you like the smell of cut grass?
I mean, that's good. Some fresh stew.
Burning leaves. I like that smell.
That's good.
Sage, we showed you guys this one this morning, Sage. And it doesn't smell like, don't think sage.
Don't think sage.
Mm-mm.
But it's clean and crisp. And I would, if
fresh.
I could put this in my little Scentsy wax melter, I would totally put this in there.
Can you?
I don't know. Probably not.
You should try it.
I would put this to permeate my house.
Yeah.
It's clean and it's not too florally. I don't think it would mess with
some of those.
Oh, this one's good.
I wonder if she could do that. I don't know why you couldn't.
I'll try it for you.
We'll experiment.
The worst thing that's going to happen is I'm going to have a whole lot of suds to clean out my little wax tray.
I don't know that it's all suds.
I
don't know either. We're just making stuff up. We don't know anything.
Will soap melt like it's supposed to? Not supposed to, I guess.
Do an experiment.
Count it.
We want to know. Chaga mushroom. So there was another one that had like 3 or 4 different mushrooms in it. And again, it doesn't smell earthy and muddy, nothing. But the chaga mushroom. So really nice. We showed you this one this morning, the lavender mud with the really cool teepee on it. And we showed you.
It's just really Margot. I don't know why.
Probably. But that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, totally.
And then the lavender mud. This one was one that you thought smelled like a baby.
Yeah.
It's lavender.
Oh,
it's just nice. And then lavender and sage. And again, don't think sage.
I
would never, ever, ever guess sage.
If you were to smell this, that wouldn't be the scent.
Because the sage smudge is absolutely a thing in Soap Lake. I mean, everybody has those. And I know what that smells like. And it's not bad. It's not that.
Island hibiscus mud. Oh, that one's good. That smells like, laying out on a beach, enjoying the sun.
That's really
smells
good.
Like vacation.
This one makes me want to bite it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. It's really good. This one is citrus and herbs.
And that's the soap on Soap Lake.
Yeah. Mud and calendula and oatmeal. That one's clean.
What is it called?
Citrus and herbs. Definitely citrus. Oh, it's like when you start to peel an orange, you have that little burst of smell. It's just a nice little faint. You taste like you smell like an orange. But not like Pine Sol. That's not the right smell. But
no.
Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean has a really more citrus. No. But Mr. Clean has a citrusy one that is like super. No, that one's really good.
This is really nice.
It's just fruity and Sweet Soap Lake. This one's fantastic.
Oh, Sweet Soap Lake has been around for a while. This is a really super popular one. It's just really nice. And I would say florally. I would say that this one is
one's
florally. And again, not like overly, but this is a feminine scent.
Oh, nice. It's good. It's a good smell.
I honestly do not have a favorite.
Good. No.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
They're all good.
And there's of those, there are 20 bars each as of this moment. And And then I was able to get like 6 and 9 weird little numbers of some of the other stuff. So you'll see like the double mud, the coffee, which if you need an exfoliant, if you have really dry skin, she does put coffee grounds in there.
And the coffee is going to be
super subtle.
Yeah, a little more exfoliant than like the oatmeal.
Yeah.
The oatmeal's going to be a little bit, but more of that soothing feature to it.
Yeah. And then we'll have more I think in about 3 weeks, we'll be able to get more, and then that will be the end of it. So don't wait.
Yes. Okay, so some leaves. Oh,
okay, so I feel like this one is really similar to what we've had with our...
Oh. It probably is. I feel like that would go with our sagebrush. The dahlias.
The dahlias.
Yes.
People have been waiting for the dahlias.
Some background. Some purple leaves.
Oh.
And teal leaves. Ooh, this will go with that dahlia.
What's up with this one?
Some green. This is like roses. And this one.
Wow.
So it looks like it's this black on blue, but I think that's some green.
So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and open, how many was it again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 boxes
of Batik. Color stories.
We'll do some color stories. We'll take all of the plastic off so that you can see them all up close and see what's going on. Yes. Plus, I know for a fact that we have some recolored patterns. We have some other pre-cuts. Yes. We have some other stuff that we'll kind of show you. So come back, take a look.
Go get your soap.
Yes.
And we'll be right back.
Get your soap in your basket.
We'll be right back. Okay. So a lot of fabric.
2 hours has transferred. No. And it's funny that we're not covered in threads, but we're covered in cardboard.
Yeah. And paper.
And just a little interesting fact. I know sometimes it's gross to talk about money, but I'm just going to mention it anyway. That invoice, the shipping.
Oh, it's 7 boxes from Southern California? Is that
from Southern California. I don't know how many boats there were. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I didn't count that.
A lot. You can count as big, an awful lot. But 7 very heavy boxes. We had to use the dolly to get
I brought the dolly, yeah.
Shipping, $1,300.
Oh, ow.
$1,300. Mm-hmm. It adds about $1 a yard. The only reason I mention that, I mean, we have not raised our prices. We keep trying to absorb some of those extra costs that come up. But the reason that I mention that is that a lot of you guys have said that you've noticed that your local fabric store, that the fabric is up to $16 and $17 an hour. I mean, a yard. It's what it's costing them. Mm-hmm. It's what it's costing them for the fees and the shipping and the transaction fees.
Yeah.
So there are some added costs that we see now that we didn't see before. And that's also why I think even to Canada and the farther away that something goes. And Canada, I don't know what a meter of fabric is in Canada now, but I think it's fairly expensive. And
we're no longer watching, the cotton growth and the cotton fields and all of that. It doesn't really necessarily have to do with how much cotton is now. Now it's everything.
How much it is to get it to you.
Get it to you. Shipping, transaction fees.
Yeah, all that. The shipping. So anyway, so just a little, I mean, I think that fabric is expensive. I totally get that. And I know that that's why all of us are the same way, that we try to use stuff up out of our stash as much as possible. But sometimes it's like if you have like that one key piece and a couple pieces, you can find other pieces that you can kind of use and put in there. And it does make sense. But also it's, it's just the price. So
that's just your PSA for don't give your local quilt shop a hard time.
No.
They're just trying to stay there for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love them. Thank them.
Yeah.
You need them.
Yeah.
You might not need them now, but you never know when a quilt comes along, a video, and you have that extra advice, and you want
just
them there for you.
Just to go in and be able to talk through something.
It's a happy place. We know ours. Our shop is a happy place for people. We see people regularly come in at lunch. We'll say hi, and we know they may not be anything, but they just having a hard day, whether it's at the courthouse, at the grocery store. Someone's having a bad day, and they just have a place.
Pop in.
We're going to listen to fun music and just be there if you need me.
Yeah. People say oftentimes, is it okay that I don't buy anything? Yeah.
Totally.
We don't care. It's perfectly okay. We don't keep track.
No.
I mean, we kind of do, but not really.
We don't mind. As long as you don't come in at 5, woo, I made it. And then spend
just
20
gonna
minutes
wander. No, lock up on your way out.
If you're hanging out with us at lunch, that's fine.
Yeah, we're good with that. All right. So that's one thing. The other thing that I want to mention, I don't know if you remember this, because when we were all in Indonesia, you were home with babies.
Yes. Hold
But
that fort.
there was one particular fabric that everybody was crazy.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
It is.
I heard all about it. I was getting texts.
It is here.
Well, I don't know when you got back on the boat.
The dahlia.
Yeah.
The dahlia.
The dahlia print.
Here's what I'm going to say. The one that it specifically was.
This one you might be able to see. I mean, we have it in like every color. But
We
this
have it
one
in every
is
color.
probably the most striking where you can see it really good on the camera.
The one that we saw that was there, that they were folding the day that we were there, was this one.
That one?
Yes, and it was already all sold out. We didn't get any of the stuff that we saw in Indonesia, but they printed it again. And we did. We got it in every single color. So this was the dahlia. And they were even saying, Kat and Cindy was even saying to Aaron, because, you know, our Hoffman rep.
Just write it up.
Hey,
write it up.
Aaron, write up 3 bolts right now. So here's what I'm going to say. Cindy, Peggy, Kat.
All of our cruisers.
I hope you guys are watching, because it's here now and everybody else is seeing it also. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
It really is a gorgeous chop. And so, and the other kind of fun thing is that maybe, can you make the Indonesian one go next?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
It was such a fun, such a beautiful
Do you want
trip.
the recap of it or your Hoffman tour? I can do both. I can do both.
Let's do the Hoffman tour.
The Hoffman tour is amazing.
It's so amazing. Such good people.
Yeah.
Such really, really good people. And you'll see how they make it. And, you know, I already know, I'll bet we've already lost a few people. It's like, oh, I don't really care for batiks. And I know that there are some people who don't care for batiks. And I'm fine. I'm not judgy at all. I get that. Some people don't care for pastels. Some people don't care for flannels. Some people don't like minky.
Oh, I mean, it's polyester.
I don't know. Hey, I don't know. No judging. Doesn't matter. If you like what you like, you like what you like. You know, I am a vanilla ice cream kind of gal.
Yeah.
I don't want anything else. So it's all okay. But for me, it is my favorite. I love batiks. I love the saturated color. I love the flexibility of it. I like all of it. And some people, it's funny, they say they don't like the feel of it. It does feel a little bit different, but it's because it went through so much.
It washes really nice.
Totally washes out. Totally, it's no big deal. You know, wash it. By the 3rd time with your eyes closed, you won't be able to tell a batik quilt from a regular cotton quilt. It's all okay. But anyway, I love it. So as you can tell, because we have a whole room dedicated just to batiks. Yeah, we love it. It's popular here. So, all right, let's see.
do you want to show them pre-cuts?
Oh, yeah, let's do pre-cuts.
So, you'll see the pre-cuts again as we're going through the color stories, but there were 4 boxes of batiks.
3 boxes. This one is called Blooms.
Oh, pinks and purples. God,
this would make a really good rug.
I don't know. I'm a collector of fine things. I did clean my sewing room this weekend, though.
Did you really?
So I'm hankering to be in there to sew now that it's not filthy. But I'm a good starter, not a finisher.
I did not make it in there. I didn't make it out of my office.
Yeah.
This one is beautiful. Wade. I guess like you're wading like in a pool.
Blues and teals.
Beautiful.
That's pretty. That's like probably our most popular color story is a little bit of teal and all those blues. Blues sell really good though, I think. Yeah. Regardless.
Yeah. I love this one. This one is so pretty. This one is really, what's it called? What's it called? Seashell. Mm-hmm. Seashell. And what's kind of funny, if you notice, there's a little bit of kind of like a soft purple up there, almost like a dusty
It's a beautiful color combination. Yeah. Does everyone know whose job it is to collect? Here's the SKUs I want in here because I want that job.
I know.
I want to color story for you and then off you go. Color story for you and off you go.
Make it happen.
Jazz it up. I will spend your money for you and do they.
This is what you need. You're welcome.
That would be my job. I'd love to do that.
That's right. All right, let's see. Do you want to start over here? Okay. So this is, of course, the big dahlia. A little bit more subtle because of the amount of color that's on it. So there's this one, and then look at this along with it. That's really, I probably would not put these together because it almost cancels the other one out, but it's that same color story. Exact same color, just a different chop. You'll see this chop used quite a bit. We got this in, I think, like every color also. It's just the leaves. Super popular.
It's good. Those two are good for texture. So if you are going to do a 2 or 3 color quilt, it's best to take those 3 colors and add 6 pieces per color.
Yeah.
And really get texture going on.
Yeah. Another dahlia. Gorgeous. And then this is in 1895, and the 1895s, you know, are solids, basically, a batik solid. So this is a really pretty kind of a pale, pale, pale blue. And then here's an 1895 that's in a purple. The leaf, purple on white. White and purple on purple. Really nice. What is that, kind of a rain?
Rain.
Rain. Blue and purple.
That one is stunning too.
This is one of those that I would just collect, because what would you do? Would you cut it out? Would you just
pet it every once in a while?
Oh, love this. There's a pattern you're gonna have to show us in a little bit that uses big pieces.
Yeah, there's a Villa Rosa Pascal or Pascali or something. It's not the prettiest pattern, but putting the dahlias in those big chunks would be beautiful.
Dahlia.
Ah, so pretty.
Yes. And then leaves. Here's more leaves on a very dark green background. This almost makes me think Wicked.
Yeah.
You know, the dark green and then let's threw in some fireworks in here.
We'll see that one a couple times, and I really like that.
I love that chop. Yeah. And then here are purple, that same leaf pattern. Beautiful flowers. Oh, I love this rose. I think we're going to see this one quite a bit also. Look at that one.
Beautiful.
That's gorgeous. And what's kind of fun is to see how they do it, you know, so that they color it and then they chop it and then they dye it again. And then all of this you'll see in the video is he just takes like it looks like a ketchup thing, and he sprays, just randomly puts the green over dye on it, which is really cool. This is the same chop. So this is the same roses. And the little echinacea or cone flower.
Yeah, we did those a couple times.
Oh, I love this. Love, 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 love this one.
Wait, down. Let's show them these two. These are the only two that are just the primary colors.
Oh, sure.
They don't really have any counterparts. They're just a perfect red and a perfect orange.
Perfect.
Or orangey yellow.
So a red cone flower and a beautiful yellow dahlia. Just happy, 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 happy. So here's the brown, and then of course there's other stuff up here that's kind of fun, everything that'll go with it. But of course we've got the echinaceas, beautiful. We've got the leaves, more leaves. This is just lighter on the black. Oh, love that one. That's that dense leaves. This is one of the 1895s. That's like a kind of like a sienna, a beautiful dark, dark blacky brown. And then there's that kind of, I don't know, rain texture. I'm not sure what it is, kind of polka dotty. And then here's the roses. Can you see that? Blue and brown. Beautiful colorway. And then the leaves. And then this is an 1895 in kind of a tan color. And then here is another one of those kind of rain. And that's green. Green dots. This one is the roses. No, it isn't. These are the leaves. I don't know if you can see that.
Yep.
The background ones are really nice, and then this one is that kind of fireworks.
Oh, you can leave them back there.
Can you see it? Mm-hmm. I can leave it back there, you said? Yeah. Can you see that one?
You're going to make us seasick. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, is that polka dots?
That is polka dots.
Yeah.
It is basically the same as this.
Oh, okay.
Kind of just a white on white. Okay, we'll go ahead and come down here, and I just want to show you that this was the... jelly roll. I mean the 2.5-inch strips. They call them pops, of course. So all of these would look great with that. So it's again that dense leaf, and that is just such a rich. What color is that? Like a electric blue. Really, really nice. This is that rose. Finally, you can see it extremely well on that one. It's the blue on the black. This is the 1895 black. And here's the cone flower on the black. The rain, light blue on a dark blue. This is the bigger leaf print. A little bit of purple in there. And then, oh, the dahlia. I love that there's so many colors in there. Look at it with that one. The 1895 in a light blue. They call this one...
Isn't it
says water.
Isn't it hard to read that it's not actually someone's writing?
I know. I think they call it water. I think they call it H2O. I don't know. The coneflower, multicolored. There's that rose. Beautiful. A little bit purple in there. Another dahlia. Whoa. This was the one. This was the one that they were doing when we were there, on that really nice kind of a tealy green blue mixed background, and all of those colors in there. There's that looser leaf. This is a new one that we haven't seen.
That one's so pretty.
I know.
It could be cactus. It could be water life. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, just sort of
succulents.
Yeah. In 1895, that's kind of a, they call this one manatee. Manatee. Oh, that one's pretty. Has some hummingbirds in it. The dahlia. Like I said, I think we got every color of the dahlia. We didn't want to risk that someone was going to call Erin. The loose leaves. The rain. Oh, I love this one. It's just so subtle with all of that color. Really, really pretty. Can you see down here?
Yeah.
Okay. The cone flowers. And I don't know, can you tell? I mean, it is kind of like a burnt red color. You know, it's really nice. Oh, look at it with that. Sparkles. Here's some leaves on a dark blue. That's cool. Beautiful. I think this is such a pretty color. It's a really, really nice green. It's a really pure evergreen with all different shades of Kelly green, a little bit of a blue green in there. This one is super similar, and this one has the coneflower chop. Really nice, dense, kind of an olivey green, and that is the rose. Oh, this is another one, just a perfect color, I think. Here's another one. That's very blue-green. Here is an 1895. This one is called Black Jade, and you can really see that there's black in there, and then you can see the other color in there. Here is, oh, look at this one.
That one is stunning.
I don't know that I have a favorite.
And it comes through pretty bright, but consider that Black Jade more its background on that dahlia piece.
Yeah, yeah.
For some reason, it looks a lot brighter green, and it's not.
Oh, no. Yeah, definitely a dark jade. How about that one? Is that one coming through?
It comes better. It comes through better.
Kind of the same idea. It's that same pink on that same color background. Cool leaves. Is it helpful for me to lift them out like this? Or?
Yeah, no, it's good.
And then, oh, those are the roses. Beautiful. I wonder about these with this one.
Oh, yeah.
And then here is leaves, real similar. So they've got it on the green background or the red background. And then here is that rain, the pink, coneflower, pink on purple. This is that really cool texture. Love that one. And then here is an 1895 that is called Geranium. And
beautiful.
Then, oh, love these. And then over here, some oranges. Here's that same one that could kind of be succulents. Oh, garden. It's just a really interesting chop. There's a lot going on in there. And oh, look at this one. See?
They're all pretty. They are all beautiful.
And not pick a favorite. And then the coneflower. And you can see the chops, right? So isn't it easy to figure out? It's like, okay, this was a new chop. This was a new chop. And so that's what happens is then they do them in all of these different colors. And that's why back here, if you look up, you know, what will happen now that you've seen all of these, we will end up putting these all together in color stories where, you know, there's lots of different textures of the purple, lots of different textures of the, you know, the teal colors or whatever. So it's really kind of nice because then when you find a color story that you like, yeah, like this, you know, that's what's in there is just all kinds of different mixed textures. So it's about the color and then having a lot of movement with a lot of different textures. So that's oftentimes how this happens. And that's why when you come back here and what you're really looking for is a color, you might see, you know, the orange and the browns, and then you get to decide if this is the color you want. And it probably comes in about 4 or 5 different textures, or the correct terminology with Batik is chops, because that's how they're printing it. All right, and then did we see the last one? This one I feel like we've seen before. I think this one was a super popular one with our Batik that we did with the green.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, pale pinks. So let's start with
beautiful.
No favorite, doesn't matter. And then this is it's just so funny that it looks so different in so many different colors.
It reminds me of sunflowers.
Yeah.
But yeah, the purple looked totally different.
Yeah. Really nice. And then here is an 1895, I think. Yeah, this one's called Apricot. Here is that kind of fun, rainy kind of color. Here it is with a little bit more color. See the difference? And then here's the leaves. And what will happen is as you're searching for these, if there's something in particular that you want, all of these will be up near the front, right? How do you have it?
I'm actually going to put it all in its own category. So it's going to be new Hoffman Batiks.
Okay.
So you'll see all of these in their own category, and then you can go into the Batik category to build other things if you want to.
Perfect. Because that way, you know, there might be something else that's like, gosh, which polka dot did I see?
Yeah.
You know, and then you'll know that these are the ones that we had just recently shown. Here's one. So it's that same texture, but it's just pretty much kind of a palest pink background with pink, purple, and a little bit of teal, which would go lovely with this one. Again, not a favorite.
They're all stunning.
Yeah. And then this is that leaf texture. And again, so you can see, you know, the chops from before, right? So it's always those same color stories where you get to pick the texture that you like.
Did you count? Oh, I didn't even count. Did you miss count? I didn't even count.
A lot. It was a lot.
But yeah, that's also why I put it in its own category. So a lot like last week when we had the new anthology batiks, I had them in their own category in the What's New section of the website, just to make it easier. I'm going to do the same with these because there are so many, and they can get mixed in, you know, the slew of everything else. So you'll see in the What's New section, new Hoffman Batiks plus the Batik section. Yeah. So you'll see everything we saw. So the pre-cuts will be in there and all of these.
And then did we already talk about the patterns?
Oh, no. There are some really cool, I think there's 6 or 7 Villa Rosa patterns that Hoffman has recolored in Batiks. So hopefully Anna can scan through some of these pictures real fast for you. But again, they're Villa Rosa patterns, so they're $2.99. A lot of them are going to take pre-cuts. So a 10-inch square or 2.5-inch strip set. In those, when you get to the website, you can see I put in there what the yardage is. Keep in mind, if you get a half a yard of 11 pieces, we don't have to dwindle it down too much because it's going to be hard to find just 11. But pick just 11 pieces, maybe even 8 pieces. Get yourself a half a yard. A half a yard will give you a 10-inch cut. So you'll get 4 10-inch squares. You can cut a 5-inch strip if you want to do kind of a fun scrappy border. You can even get 2.5-inch strips out of that to do a binding or to make a project. So a half a yard of about 11 will do any Villa Rosa pattern that you want. And you'll have a little combination of them without having to find a pre-cut. Because we do have quite a few pre-cuts at the moment.
We do.
A lot of 2.5 and 10-inch squares. Yeah. That's about it. But sometimes it's hard. It definitely comes and goes. Like the 3 that we got today, those are the new 3 for all of Hoffman, really. So when they're gone,
we might not see them before February.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, and 2 other things I was going to mention about that is that some of our favorite pattern, well, any pattern that you like can be done on batiks. It doesn't make any difference. Back here in our batik room, we have quite a few that are hanging up. And it just depends on what sort of colors you're looking for and what sort of vibrancy you'd like. Mm-hmm. But some of the ones that are super popular for our patterns is that beginning Bargello.
Yes.
And the baby bento. Mm-hmm. 2 that are super, super easy to make. And they, again, just take half-yard cuts. Yeah. That's it. Depending upon how big you want to make it. So anyway.
Yeah. 11 half-yard cuts will get you a long ways, whether it's a shop label pattern when written from Mamarai or a Villa Rosa pattern. And quite a few of us all have a whole slew of Villa Rosa patterns too.
I know.
Did you come to say goodbye?
So in our store, one of the things that I think probably the most shopped area really is batiks.
I agree.
I think that it is our most popular fabric, more so than flannel, more so than even minky, certainly more so than baby.
Yeah.
Right now, Christmas is pretty busy, but
it's the season, so you know.
But batiks are just classic and all the time a good idea. So anyway, so we hope you found something that you liked.
I found a few too many.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
I know. What was that one that had the great big pieces for the dahlia? That would be a good one.
Pascali or something. You would have seen one of those pictures, but really, really cool. Because again, the pattern, not the prettiest.
I know. When you see the pattern, it's like, oh, I don't know.
Trust me, pick a dahlia. Pick 2 dahlias.
Yeah.
Heck, pick 4. It doesn't matter. But I think it'd be so pretty. Because I feel like some of these prints, the rose, the dahlia,
you don't want
even the firework one, bigger the better. And I feel like it's cool, easy. If you've only ever sewn 5-inch squares together, you could do that pattern. So, yeah. So really cool. So those are all in that category too. The pattern might look funny. Click into it and then you'll see the recolored version of it. So, and
the recoloring is really nice because I think that I can picture what my favorite pattern will look like in these colors. I can picture with those colors, you know, but we've been doing it for a really long time.
We know not everybody can.
Yeah.
That being said, if you are picking something and you need extra help, when you check out, use the notes. Say, hey, I got what I thought I liked, or I got the pattern, I got the dahlia I liked. Can you help me pick the other pieces? Absolutely. Let us know where you're going.
If you need a personal shopper.
Yeah.
We're here for you.
Totally. That is, I love it. That is, if I wasn't
That's
here,
probably who you get to talk
for somebody else. So.
Yeah. Brianna likes to do that.
Text you some pictures.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right.
All right. I think that's it. Oh my gosh. I don't know how long it's been for you guys, but it has been all day long and we're exhausted.
And we're going to figure out how to put all this away.
We have a big, huge mess.
For the shop to open.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.